Alright guys, so I wanted to do another one of these Python practice problems on practicepython.org. I've done, I think, at least two of them. Maybe I've done three. I don't know. On this channel here, and I would like to preferably do all of them that are 2 chili peppers and above. Just because I think these are good to just help your basic Python needs. So give you the fundamentals, and it can't hurt to sharpen these skills. If you think you already know Python, it's great to just come back and strengthen your fundamentals. So one I wanted to do was this list overlap one. So we have two lists, and let me try to zoom in for you guys. We have two lists, and this is an example, A and B right here, and we write a program that returns a list that contains only the elements that are common between these two. So 1 would be in this list, 2 would be in this list, 3 would be in this list. But as you can see, if we have two ones here and one here, we don't want two ones uh, in the list with all of the ones that overlap, right? No duplicates is pretty much what I'm going for. So yeah, that's what we can do. Let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to think aloud, and I'm just going to do this. I'm going to put this actually in my other monitor here and just kind of reference it. So I copied and pasted the two lists. We have A and B, and an operator that you might, or an operation, I guess, I'm not really sure what it would be called, that you might want to know is the in keyword. So let me give you an example. Let's say we have a list A, and it has the values 1, 2, and 4 in it. Okay? And then if, let's say 2 in A, print true. So what this is saying is if the value 2 is in A, do this thing. If not, we don't do this thing. So let's go ahead and see what that does. It prints true, right? Because 2 is in A. So we can actually use this in keyword to our advantage in this Python practice problem. Let's go ahead and see how we would do this. So what I would do is first I would make an empty list of, I'm going to call it overlap because that's what this problem is called, an empty list to hold all of the ones that are in both. So we have an empty list, and then every time we come across a value that's in both, we'll add it to this overlap list. All right. So what we can do is we could do a for loop. So I'm going to do for val in A, and it doesn't really matter which one we kind of loop through, right? Because if it's not in one, we don't care if it's in the other one. It has to be in both either way. So for val in A, if val in B and val not in overlap dot append val. Okay, so let me tell you what I did. So first we're looping through all of the values in A. We're going to start with 1, go to the next one, which is 1, go to 2, 3, 5, 8, etc. Okay, and then each time we look at 1, we say, okay, is this value in B? So if we start with 1, it would say, yeah, okay, 1 is in B. And then we're also checking that val 1 is not already in overlap, which is our empty list as of right now. Right? But when we get to this one, that's kind of when this gets in handy. Right? Because it'll get to this one, it'll say, okay, well, 1 is in B, yeah, but 1 is actually already in overlap because this one right here has already been added. So we don't need to add this one. So that's how we are keeping track of these duplicates that we don't want. So now we can simply, I'm curious if this will work. Let's print, not val, overlap after all this. So it's going to go through all of them in A. Like I said, we could go through B. It doesn't matter. If we change this to B, however, we would have to change this to A. Right? Let's go ahead and do that. I don't really care either way. Let's go ahead and run this. And then these are all of the values. So let's see if this is correct. So we have 1. Let me zoom in also for you guys. So this is the overlap. These are all the ones that are in both. We have 1. This one is in both. Yep. 2. 2 is in both. 3. 3 is in both. 5. 5 is in both. 8. 8 is in both. And 13. 13 is in both. Perfect. And notice how we don't have 2 1s. Let's do it the other way around. Just to show that gives us the same answer. There you go. We have the same answer for both. So it shows you that it doesn't really matter which way you do it. It could be B and then search in A each time, or A and then search in B each time. It does not matter. So yeah, pretty quick, pretty simple. Hopefully you guys understand this in keyword. If not, make a few lists and just play around with it and try to get a grasp of what it really is. All it is saying is this value, whatever this value is it in this list, B? All right, that's all it's asking. And it's returning a Boolean, and it can either be true or false. Simple as that. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this practice problem. Feel free to, make your own lists and try this on your own. And give it a go. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate you. I'll see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you guys.